Representation of irrational numbers on the number line. Now we will see the representation of irrational numbers on the number line. To have a better understanding of the concept, let's take an example of representation of square root of 2 on the number line. First we will draw a line and mark the center point as 0. Let us mark the right side of 0 as 1 and the left side as -1. Before going further, let us understand a simple concept of Pythagoras theorem because we are going to use this theorem in this concept. What is Pythagoras theorem? The Pythagoras theorem states that if a triangle is right angled or 90 degrees, then the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. In the given triangle ABC, here BC is the base, AB is the altitude or the height, and AC is the hypotenuse. We have AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Here AC is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. This is the Pythagoras theorem. Well, now see here in our number line. Let us take one unit along the positive axis, that is 0 to 1, C to B. At 1, let us draw one unit vertically up, that is B to A. Now let us join point A and C. A right angle triangle is constructed. Now we have a triangle ABC such that AB is the height which is perpendicular to BC. BC is the base of the triangle and AC is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle ABC. Now length of the hypotenuse, that is AC, can be found by applying the Pythagoras theorem to the triangle ABC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square implies AC square is equal to 1 square plus 1 square implies AC square is equal to 2. Therefore, AC is equal to square root of 2. Now with AC as radius and C as the center, cut an arc or you can draw a circle on the same number line with the help of a compass and name the point as D. AC is the radius of the arc and hence CD will also be the radius of the arc whose length is square root of 2. So length or radius of AC is square root of 2 and radius or length of CD is square root of 2. In the same way, on the left side of 0, we will have a point on the number line whose value is equal to negative square root of 2. From here to here, this is also same distance. This is also radius of the circle. Similarly, from here to here and here to here, so many radius are there. Okay? Hence, D is the representation of square root of 2 on the number line. Represent square root of 3 on the number line. Step 1. We need to construct a line which is perpendicular to line AC from point A such that this new line has unit length, and let's name the new line as AE. Step 2. Now join C and E. The length of line CE could be found out by using Pythagoras theorem in right angle triangle EAC. So EC square is equal to AE square plus AC square implies EC square is equal to 1 square plus square root of 2 square implies EC square is equal to 1 plus 2. Therefore, EC is equal to square root of 3. So the length of EC line is found to be square root of 3 units. Step 3. Now, with C as center and EC as the radius of the circle, cut an arc on the number line and mark the point as F using the compass. Since CE is the radius of the arc, hence CF will also be the radius of the arc and will have the same length as that of CE. So CF is equal to square root of 3 units. Hence F will represent square root of 3 on the number line. Likewise, we can easily represent so many square roots of numbers on the number line, like square root of 5, square root of 6, square root of 7, square root of 8, square root of 9, square root of 10, and so on. It is called spiral method. Let us see same in the diagram. Spiral method. First we will draw a number line and mark the center point as 0 and name the point as O. Step 1. Take a point O and draw OA of unit length. Step 2. Draw AB of unit length perpendicular to OA. Join OB, that is square root of 2. Take O as center and OB as the radius. Cut an arc on the number line by using the compass and mark the point as M. This is also square root of 2. Step 3. Draw BC of unit length perpendicular to OB. Join OC, that is square root of 3. By using compass mark on the number line, we will get square root of 3. Step 4. Draw CD of unit length perpendicular to OC. Join OD, that is square root of 4. Step 5. Draw DE of unit length perpendicular to OD. Join OE, that is square root of 5. Step 6. Draw EF of unit length perpendicular to OE. Join OF, that is square root of 6. Step 7. Draw FG of unit length perpendicular to OF. Join OG, that is square root of 7. By using above method, we can get square root of 3, square root of 4, square root of 5, square root of 6, square root of 7 on the number line. In this way, we can draw so many square roots of numbers on the number line. Now we will see how to represent square root of 11 on the number line. You may think that, do you have to draw all these square root numbers? Don't worry, you need not draw all of them. I will show you an easy way. First, we should find the nearest perfect square, which is less than the given irrational number. In Pythagoras theorem, in order to get square root of 11 as hypotenuse, we should have square root of 10 as the base and 1 unit as the height. Similarly, to get square root of 10, we should have square root of 9 as the base and 1 unit as the height. Here square root of 9, which is perfect square nearest to 10, can be written as square root of 3 square, that is nothing but 3. So we can take 3 as the base of the Pythagoras triangle and 1 unit as the height. Now the hypotenuse of the triangle will give us the square root of 10. Now we have to construct one more right angled triangle with the square root of 10 as the base and 1 unit as the height to get the hypotenuse, which is equal to square root of 11. Once we get that point, using compass we can transfer the point on the number line, that is square root of 11. I hope it is clear to you. Do you know how to represent 2 plus square root of 2? You already know how to represent square root of 2 on the number line. Mark that point on the number line. Now take the length of that using the compass. We have to add this length to number 2 to get 2 plus square root of 2. Now move to number 2, keeping that as the starting point mark. That length on the right side of number 2. That point represents 2 plus square root of 2 on the number line. Similarly, for 2 minus square root of 2, we have to mark the same length on the left side of number 2. from here to here. This point represents 2 minus square root of 2 on the number line. Represent square root of 9.3 on the number line by using semicircle method. Step 1. Draw a line and mark point A. Step 2. Mark a point B such that AB is equal to 9.3. Step 3. From B at unit distance, consider a point C on the number line. Step 4. Identify the midpoint of AC and mark it as O. Step 5. With AO as radius and O as the center, draw a semicircle. Step 6. Now draw a perpendicular at B. It cuts a semicircle at a point. This distance BD is equal to square root of 9.3. How BD is square root of 9.3? I will tell you. AB is equal to 9.3. BC is equal to 1. AC is equal to AB plus BC is equal to 9.3 plus 1 is equal to 10.3. AO is equal to OC is equal to 10.3 by 2. OD square is equal to OB square plus BD square by using Pythagoras theorem. OD is equal to 10.3 by 2. OB is equal to OC minus BC is equal to 10.3 by 2 minus 1 is equal to 10.3 minus 2 by 2 is equal to 8.3 by 2. Therefore, BD is equal to square root of OD square minus OB square is equal to square root of 10 minus 3 by 2 whole square minus 8.3 by 2 whole square. Now here we will apply identity of A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. Square root of 10.3 by 2 plus 8.3 by 2 into 10.3 by 2 minus 8.3 by 2 is equal to square root of 18.6 by 2 into 2 by 2. Here 2 by 2 are cancelled. So square root of 18.6 by 2 is equal to square root of 9.3. So 9.3 is the answer. Without mathematics, there is nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers. Thanks for watching.